Hey guys, this is a suspected case of a myocardial infarction. There is this 40-year-old male came to a casualty presenting with the complaints of shortness of breath, epigastric pain, lightheadedness for the past 30 minutes and severe sweating. Before going for the management, let us see what happens in a myocardial infarction. So due to the chronic use of substances already written such as smoking, alcohol, sedentary lifestyle, intake of high cholesterol fluid, irritates your tunica intima. Tunica intima is nothing but an innermost layer of your arteries. When this irritants damages the tunica intima, nothing but your endothelial lining, this serves as a site for an atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is nothing but a buildage of WBCs, proteins, lipids, etc. This buildage has been covered up with a hard coat sheet, and this basically leads to the formation of atherosclerotic plaque. As the time progresses, the blood flowing through the arteries breaks off this plaque and the buildup oozes out, and it serves as a thrombogenic in the nature and attracts your thrombogenic substance, leads to the formation of a thrombus. So this partial occlusion is been converted into a complete occlusion. That is where you basically get a myocardial infarction. Now let us see what will be the management of a myocardial infarction. It can be managed through a reperfusion therapy, which has been classified into two types: thrombolytic therapy and your PCI, percutaneous coronary intervention. This has been carried out within 60 minutes of a patient arrival. In this, a balloon-taped catheter has been inserted through your femoral line and has been located at the site of an atherosclerosis, where this balloon has been inflated and this atherosclerotic plaque has been pressed over your coronary artery, and the stent placement occurs, which is basically drug releasing. The stent placement occurs, the blood has been redirected and the reperfusion occurs. Next one is your thrombolytic therapy, particularly drugs such as aspirin 325 mg blocks your COX-1 enzyme, which basically leads to the formation of a thromboxane, which acts as a platelet aggregator. As there will be a blockage of the COX-1, there will be no more formation of a thromboxane and no more platelet aggregation. Second one is a clopidogrel 30 mg per kg is been given to the patient, which acts as P2Y12 receptor antagonist. This P2Y12 receptor has been present on your platelet and it acts with the aid, leads to the platelet aggregation. So as there will be a blockage of P2Y12 receptor, there will be no more platelet aggregation. And the third one is a low molecular weight heparin. It's your thrombin to convert the fibrinogen into a fibrin. This fibrin serves as a particular important part to form the fibrin mesh and to stabilize the clot. As there will be blockage of the thrombin, there will be no more conversion of the fibrinogen into fibrin and no more clot stabilization. Then after this, the patient has been managed up with the clopidogrel, aspirin, low molecular weight heparin, metoprolol and ACE inhibitors, with the further investigation to be followed and follow-up to be taken place.
Thank you guys. Follow for more.